Hey guys, I'm MARCTHEGEEK. In this video, I wanted to share, based on the rumors that we've been hearing about the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2, what are the features that I would love to see on the Nintendo Switch 2 and what would make me happy if that console actually had these features. Of course, I'm not one of those that create rumor videos every time there's a rumor coming out, so I just wanted to do this because rumors are very strong, and in my opinion, the Nintendo Switch is going to be coming out early next year. So let's go and share it with you guys. Let's go and have fun here on this video and share with you what features I would be happy with if the Nintendo Switch 2 had. First, let's go and start with the screen. Now, of course, the Nintendo Switch has a 7-inch screen, right? This is the OLED Nintendo Switch 7-inch screen, but there's a rumors, which I think is actually true, that the Nintendo Switch 2 might have an 8-inch 1080p screen that's going to be LCD. Now, this right here is the PlayStation Portal. Of course, you should know, of course, by now. PlayStation Portal has an 8-inch screen, 1080p, 60 hertz, but you know, it just feels really good. And it's one of the most beautiful LCD screens that I've played on a mobile device. And when I say that I've ever played on a mobile device, I mean that includes the Steam Deck, ROG Ally, every other LCD Windows device. I think this is one of the most beautiful screen. And for me, if the Nintendo Switch 2 had a 1080p screen with this kind of quality, I'll be very, very happy with. Now, the reason that I think they would go for for an LCD instead of OLED, of course, it has to do with the price. Because I think for the release of when the Nintendo Switch 2 actually comes out, I think that the release price is going to be around $399. You know, I think that's the price they want to target. And if that's the case, it's going to be hard to beat OLED. So for me, I think that's, if they're going to go with a 1080p screen, I think it should be, oops, I think this is a bad time to play this when I'm making this video. Yeah, this is, for those asking, this game right here is actually Stellar Blade, which is freaking beautiful. And it just looks gorgeous on the screen. And, woohoo! Let me go ahead and put this to pause because this video is not for this. Yeah. But like I said, if it's 1080p, 8-inch LCD, I'm happy if the quality is as the PlayStation Portal. Number two, I want to talk about the Joycons. Now, there's rumors that just came out very recently that the Joycons for the Nintendo Switch 2 are actually going to be electromagnetically attached to the console instead of being like this, instead of being slide like the normal Joycons. Now, that kind of sucks. I wish, my opinion, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people wish, that we can actually use the old Joy-Cons that we have for our Nintendo Switch, because a lot of people bought a lot of Joy-Cons like I did. I have a whole bunch of Joy-Cons, and I think it would have been nice if the Nintendo Switch 2 still used the normal, or it was backwards compatible with the old Joy-Cons. I think that would have been nice. But if it's not, please make it better ergonomically. Of course, like for example, this right here is Hori split pad compact, and like you see, the ergonomics of this is very good, and this just makes the Nintendo Switch ergonomics a lot better, and it makes it feel a lot more comfortable when you're holding it, because they're not flat like the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons are flat, so there's no ergonomics here whatsoever. Another thing that I would love for it to have is an actual D-pad. This is the so-called D-pad that the Joy-Cons have, and in my opinion, these are just 4 buttons. This is not a D-pad, okay? So for me, if they're going to be electromagnetic, okay, great. Sucks that we can't have them have the old Joy-Cons be backwards compatible, but please make it ergonomically, make it nice and comfortable to actually hold. I don't think there's a problem with that. You know, these right here still fit in the dock of the Nintendo Switch with no problem whatsoever. And it would be actually very nice if we got a proper D-pad on our Joy-Cons. Yeah, that would be awesome. So now let's talk about the power or rumors of the specs that the Nintendo Switch 2 might have under the hood, right? So there's rumors, at least early rumors, I think like months ago, there was rumors that the Nintendo Switch 2 might be as powerful as the ROG Ally or the Steam Deck. Now, for me, honestly, I really don't care if it's as powerful as the Steam Deck, even though, yes, we are, the Steam Deck is already, it's already not as powerful as the PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, but it's capable of running games at 60 FPS, 1080, not 1080p, but 800p. This right here is the OLED screen, and this actually has a 90 hertz screen. And the thing is, if it's powerful as the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally, that means we will finally be able to get a great, awesome port for a WWE 2K game, and that would make me just the happiest guy in the freaking world if that was the case. Because let's be real, man, this is awesome. If the console is as powerful as the Steam Deck, let's be real, it doesn't matter how powerful the console is or how weak the console is. Nintendo games will always look great on the console. They have a magic formula that I guess third-party developers don't have, because they can make the Nintendo Switch games like Zelda, Mario games, and Peach games, and Luigi games look amazing on their weak, slow consoles. Imagine that they have this power. Imagine how Mario or Zelda would look like if they have this power, right? So that would be freaking awesome. Now, of course, let's talk about storage. There hasn't been rumors of how much storage there's going to be on the Nintendo Switch 2. Of course, the Nintendo Switch OLED right now has, I believe the Nintendo Switch 2 actually has 64 gigabytes. I can't see it here, but yeah, it has a 64 gigabytes. Right now I have a 400 gigabyte storage on here, so that way I can have enough storage to, install so many games that, I have. And games are getting big. And if we want games to be as powerful and as good as WWE 2K games or, Call of Duty games, that there's rumors that Call of Duty is actually going to come to the Nintendo Switch 2, storage cannot be 64 gigabytes. Come on. Like, for example, this right here, WWE 2K24, right now is actually 89.31 gigabytes. There's games that are way over 89 gigabytes. Like, I think Baldur's Gate is actually 100 and something gigabytes. So if the Nintendo Switch 2 has less than 256, in my opinion, 256 gigabytes, I think that would be a huge disappointment. Yes, we will be able to put a micro SD card and add some more storage, but if you're walking out of the store with a new game, you should be able to just put it in and start playing, or install it and start playing instead of buying a micro SD card. Since I know they're gonna go cheap on it, because they've been going cheap on the Switch devices. When this release, it was a 32 gigabytes. The OLED came out and now it's a 64 gigabytes. So I know they're going to go cheap in storage. But if they go cheap in storage, I hope it's no less than 256 gigabytes. That's thinking that they're going to be cheap in storage. Of course, it should be 500 gigabytes. It should be 1 terabyte, whatever. But knowing Nintendo, they're going to be cheap on the storage. And for me, it shouldn't be less than 256 gigabytes. The other recent rumors is that the dock, right? This is the dock for the Nintendo Switch. I don't know what kind of design the new dock might have, right? But there's rumors that the new dock is actually going to be compatible or capable of outputting 4K. Now, if that's the case, hey, that would be awesome. I think that would be freaking awesome for a lot of people that play the Nintendo Switch on their TV. I really don't care if it actually outputs 4K using the dock, because for me, the Nintendo Switch 95% of the time has been my mobile gaming device. It has been my mobile gaming device. But yes, 4K would be nice to have as docked mode. That would be nice, because that way when we record videos for gameplay for you guys, on YouTube and all that, that way the videos actually look a lot better. 4K, I think that will be a lot better. That would be the target. Of course, not every game would run at 4K, but that would be nice to be capable of 4K. Okay, so that would be awesome. Of course, the other thing that I would have to say is that for me is a must. I don't know about you guys, but let me know in the comments. For me, it has to be backwards compatible. The Nintendo Switch, since it has released, it has sold over 140 million consoles. That's insane. So there's a lot of people that spend a lot of money on physical games, you know. So it would be awesome. I think it's a must. I hope so, right? I'm crossing fingers that it's actually backwards compatible. Yes, the card has limits when it comes to storage, but I believe with the new, new advancements, I think now they should be able to create the same cards, but with more storage. That way they can fit bigger games. And by the way, Nintendo games, they have the secret sauce. They can make games run on a card and look incredible. So, but of course, AAA games are going to need a lot more storage than a freaking card. And unless they actually upgrade the storage size of these cards, which I think is possible, because hey, we have right now like 1.5 terabyte card, micro SD cards on a tiny little body, a lot smaller than this. So for me, yes, can they make these cards a lot more bigger when it comes to storage so they can fit a AAA game? Yes, they could, but I think that would be expensive. So most likely, just like always, most likely you will be able to get the game physically, but then you have to still install a whole bunch of data from the game to the console. That's the way it is for the PlayStation 5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch. That's the way it is. So for me, it doesn't really matter as long as the console is actually backwards compatible with the old game. And of course, to finish the video, what price could it be? You know, what target price could they actually release the Nintendo Switch to? I think that the target price is going to be $399. That's me. I think that's going to be the target price, because especially, of course, if they're releasing it with an LCD screen, I think they actually want to hit that price. When the Nintendo Switch came out for the first time in March 2017, it was actually $299, and a lot of people were actually surprised that it was $299. A lot of people actually thought it was going to be more than $299, at least $399. But if it's $399 with the 8-inch LCD screen, just like I mentioned, and the specs of this, that would be awesome. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually $499. But I think it's going to be $399, and later on when the OLED version actually comes out, it might be $100 more. So it would be $399 for the LCD. That's me guessing, right? $399 for LCD and $499 for the OLED. I think that would be awesome, but who knows? Nintendo will always do Nintendo things. So let me know in the comments what you think about the things that would make me happy about the Nintendo Switch 2. What are the things that would make you happy? And what do you think the price is going to be for the Nintendo Switch 2? I think, like I said, $399 for me is going to be the target price. Thanks for watching this video. Till next time. Bye-bye.